Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Ocho, the Chiefs have continued their undefeated start to the season with a 26-13 victory at home over the New Orleans Saints. The Chiefs improved to 5-0. Mahomes threw for 331 yards, 130 of them with the Juju Smith-Schuster. Kareem Hunt ran for 102 yards in his first game in Arrowhead since rejoining the team. Derek Carr left the game in the fourth quarter after suffering an oblique injury. He was replaced by Jake Haener. Ocho, you watched this game, 26-13.
Yeah, I did.
What did you like about what you saw from the Chiefs, and what do you think they need to improve on to keep this streak alive and possibly three?
I mean, hey, listen. Speaking of improvement, I thought they were going to play. They weren't going to play bad because Patrick Mahomes always finds a way, and we have a quarterback like that. He always finds a way to make it happen. But you have no Pacheco. Kareem Hunt comes in. You have no Rashee Rice. And Juju Smith and Xavier Worthy, and obviously they still have
Hollywood
Travis
Brown
Kelce.
is out from the start of the season, but go ahead.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking, okay, maybe things are gonna start a little slow. Maybe things gonna start a little slow. He's gonna try to figure out ways to manipulate the offense, and they're gonna scheme people open to give him the ball. And hell, they look better than they did last week.
This is the best I've seen them look, Ocho.
Exactly. This is the best I've seen them look. So the fact that you were 4-0, you're missing key pieces to your offense. And you look better than you did when you had those two key pieces that were missing is beyond me. On the opposite end, the Saints, it all comes down to decision making when you're playing a team like the Chiefs. Derek Carr throwing the interception, just throwing the ball up in the air like that for grabs.
No.
What are we doing? What are we doing? Then I sent a tweet out. I said it all comes down. Derek Carr, settle down. Let the game come to you, run the ball, and then pick and choose when to take your shots. Unc, I swear, as soon as I press send, maybe about the next offensive series they got the ball, what did they do? Run, dink and dunk, run, dink and dunk. Rashid Shaheed on the Dino route, the corner post, touchdown.
Yeah.
That's all. I'm not saying that's all you have to do. It's much more difficult than that. But Derek Carr, his decision making, it kind of hurt him a little bit. The all-out blitz, the zero blitz. I can't remember the receiver's name. He was wearing 84. He has to make that catch
for the Chiefs,
for the Saints,
for the Saints,
for the Saints on that all-out zero blitz.
Bomb.
You got to make that catch. You got to make that catch for your quarterback. You got to make that catch for your quarterback. Other than that, man, listen, the Chiefs look good. They going into the bye week 5-0. And I'm thinking at some point they were going to have a slump because they're missing some key pieces, to their offense. Listen, it's unbelievable. And I'll say it again. When you have a quarterback like that, anything is possible. It's like plug in, next man up. Same thing when Brady was with the Patriots. Players get hurt. A different piece of that puzzle always changes consistently, but for some reason, because of quarterback, because of the person they have at the helm, it doesn't matter who's out there. He's gonna make it happen. And Patrick Mahomes is doing the same exact damn thing.
Well, as long as if you play spades, as long as you got the big joker, you got one book. Mahomes, Brady, those are big jokers. You got a chance.
Yeah,
it ain't no hoping. They're going to they breathe confidence into your entire team because, we just do our job. He going to make it work. They have an outstanding defense, gave up 13 points. They've only given up 29 points. In 5 games, they've only given up 29 points in the second half.
Hey, you know what's funny? So I thought the defense would, obviously with the absence of,
Ladarius.
What's young bull name?
Ladarius Sneed.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Ladarius Sneed. Ladarius. I thought there would have been a little lapse in defense once Ladarius left, and they ain't missed the beat. That goddamn Chris Jones, he's so goddamn motherfucking destructive. Listen, he stay in the backfield, Unc, but they double team him. They double teaming him, and in the opportunities where he beats a double team, he gets skinny so quick at the point of attack. I'm like, what is y'all doing? Just squeeze down. He's spitting right through you.
Look, he's gonna get some procedures because he's down. He's guessing the snap. He's jumping. He's got it down to a science. Now you're gonna get him now on a third and 1, 3rd and 2, 4th and 1, 4th and 2. You're gonna get him a couple times, but more times than not, he gonna get you. And like you said, he's hitting and he's skinny so quick. He does a great job in what I tell receivers is play on edges. Brother, you can't play square down a man. You can't let him put his hands in your breastplate. Give him one side. Pick a side.
Matter of fact, you know what, Unc? Now that you just said it, playing skinny, for the people in the chat don't understand what playing skinny means. Think about boxing. When it comes to boxing, you turn one side. You always got one side.
You want to get the big ass target?
Yeah. It's the same thing with defensive linemen. Some of the best defensive linemen. The fact that they double teaming Chris Jones tonight, and at the point of attack, as soon as the ball snapped, he getting skinny right away. Sometimes I saw him get skinny. His hands way up here, and he put. I'm like, man, what the heck? What is y'all doing?
He's so good. He's so good with his hands. How he can stab. What I mean, use one hand to turn the offensive lineman. Now I've got you turned. Now I'm just,
you can't do nothing. You ain't got no leverage.
He'll take one of his, push your arm up, go right on by to the side that he lifted. It's great watching guys that are so technically. He's so gifted. It looked like he's about 6'5", maybe 300 pounds, but he's so light and quick off the ball. Oh my goodness, for a man his size and the way he can get skinny in the gap. And Spags do a great job of moving him up and down. They'll put him in his natural position, which is a 3 technique. They'll put him at the nose. They'll put him in a 5. They'll put him in a 7 shade. They'll put him in a 9. They'll put him in a wide. I know, guys. I'm saying a wide 9 is what we call a cowboy front. Or you can have a 9, which is slightly outside. Now you can go head up. Now you can go to a 7 shade. Now you can go to a 5, which is inside eye of the tight end, outside shoulder of the tackle. Or you go 5, or you go 3 technique. Warren Sapp, Joe Green, Aaron Donald. When you think of 3 techniques, those are the guys. Chris Jones. But they do a great job of moving Chris Jones up and down the line of scrimmage, because what he's trying to do is he's trying to find a weak link. And so what he's going to do, he's going to say, okay, I'm going to try your right tackle. I'm going to try your right guard. I'll try your center. I'll try your left guard. I'll try your left tackle. Whichever one is weak, you got hell on your hands.
This is the problem. This is the problem. You're going to have hell on your hands regardless. Because regardless, unless he's playing either some of the better guards and tackles in the NFL, everybody is the goddamn weak link when it comes to him. Because since Aaron Donald is gone,
he's the premier.
He's the tackle.
He is. He legit. He for real. He's working on an extensive case for Canton 5 years after he retired.
Oh yeah.
He's had that kind of impact. He's been the best player on their defense. All those Super Bowl years, he's been the best player. And so that means something. He's a multiple-time All-Pro. He spearheads that. He's the one that makes it easier for McDuffie, and when they had L'Jarius Sneed and when they had all those guys back there, he made it easy because he's a hellraiser. He's a hellraiser. He does a great job with his hands. He can get skinny, and he's good, stout at the point of attack when needs to be. But he's trying to live in your backfield. And like I said, that's what they do. They find the weak link. Hey, we turning door handles. Oh, this was open. We there. We finna come in here, bro. Hey,
I like that.
Hey, you better be on your P's and Q's. Kareem Hunt, 27 carries, a buck or 2, Ocho. Awesome. That's crazy. Awesome night running the football.
How long Kareem been there,
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Well, this is the 3rd week. I remember the first time they put him on the practice squad, so he didn't play.
Practice squad to get him a week to get him acclimated.
Right. Let him get his legs up under.
That's crazy.
But he was special. I don't know if y'all remember when he first got there, that game, his breakout game was that Thursday night game against against the Patriots after they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And he had like 100 yards rushing, 100 yards receiving. They had over 500 yards of total offense. They totally annihilated the Patriots. That was his coming out party. He had 13, 14, maybe even 1,500 yards rushing that season. He's phenomenal. He's a dual threat guy that can run between the tackles. He can get outside. He can catch the ball. He was going to have, I would love to have seen him play his entire career, or at least these years that he ended up going to Cleveland.
In Kansas City.
Yeah. because that's what they missed. Because
his numbers would have been crazy.
Absolutely.
Numbers would have been crazy because if you take what he's able to do as far as being able to run the ball between the tackles, outside the tackles, stretching, then you take him and put him in the passing game as well. Then you got Kelsey. Then you got all the other weaponry you got around you. Man, it's almost unfair when you think about it. But listen, God don't make no mistakes.
Yeah.
God don't make no mistakes. He had to sit him down and then bring him on back home.
And look at Juju. Remember Juju last couple of years in Pittsburgh? Nothing. You remember what he did? You remember how he looked? What you call him ended up cutting him. The Patriots. Now look how he look how he looks now. Remember in the Super Bowl against the Eagles?
Yeah. You know what I always say? I always say when players, I don't want to use the word disappear, when they go to other teams where they're not used in the right way where they can be efficient and still be productive, that's what you get. You get what you saw when he was with the Patriots, or when he was with the Steelers, when Antonio Brown was there, and he was putting up all those numbers. They doubling AB, so boom, he's getting opportunities. Now he's back with the Chiefs.
But see, Ocho, that's the hardest thing. When people think they're number ones, when they're really a two, because the number one is getting all the attention. So now you go somewhere and you're the number one. And so now my focus, you're getting Latimer, you're getting Jair Alexander, you're getting Ramsey, you're getting Surtain, you're getting Sauce Gardner. That's a big difference between getting one constantly and getting two and three.
Yeah, I don't think people understand, but especially people in the chat. People in the chat, if you watch the game of football and we talk about some of the elite receivers, the Jeffersons, the Chase, the AJ Browns, just down the list of number one receivers from each team, I don't think you understand the difference from a 1 and a 2. There's a reason. There's a reason for that. There's a tremendous drop off from somebody being a number 1. So when teams break the huddle, they're making their calls and defensive assignment based on where that number 1 lines up. So they keying on you every down, first down, second down, third down. We need to know where he is.
And DBs, and when you're the number 1, the DB get a lot of frequent flyer miles because they travel.
Oh, yeah.
They follow you.
Oh, yeah.
Where you going?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm there too. Oh, you invited to the slot? I'm coming. Hey, make sure you get a +1 because I'm going to be right there in front of your ass.
And you know what? And that's where, for a receiver, you really hope whoever your offensive coordinator is has a lot of creativity when it comes to scheming, because then you got to move him around. You got to move you around because they leave you out there by yourself. Boy, you're gonna be mad as hell when you don't touch a goddamn ball to the fourth quarter.
Ocho, and we and I had this conversation, I think it was about 2 weeks ago. When you sign somebody in free agency, are you going to use him like he was being used at the team that made you fall in love with him? Because if you're not, you're going to be upset. Your fan base is going to be upset because they say, well, he ain't playing like he did over there. They're not using him like they did over there.
Yeah. Oh, you talk about Derrick Henry in reference to Derrick Henry, remember?
Or anybody. Yeah. Because how many times have you seen, Ocho, a guy get big dollar in free agency and he's a 4-3 defensive end, they put him in a 3-4 stand-up. Or he's a 3-4 stand-up and they put him in a 4-3D and put him in his hand in the dirt. Or this guy used to play in zone coverage as a corner and you put him in man-to-man. You better use him.
Quick, boy.
Use him.
But you got to understand, listen, when you take zone corners and they go to a man team, well, you get exposed so fast.
Yeah.
You get exposed I'm talking about real fast, because that's a whole different ballgame. Now, there's only a handful of players. There's a handful of DBs in the NFL that can actually play man-to-man. You know what? I don't even need no help. Oh, it's third down? Oh, I don't even need no help.
You ain't got no, first of all, you don't have the linebacker buzzing the flat, so you don't have to worry about anything underneath. You got the safety over the top. They're playing, a lot of teams playing that 2 shell now because teams are unwilling to try to run the football. So I ain't got to worry about, I'm like, bro, I know you all of a sudden you want to get physical. You don't think I see that safety ass way back there?
Right back there,
all that. Ocho, you know, they get down there, their little stand, they wiggle their little booty. Yeah, Sharp, me and you. Man, get your ass out my face.
Hold Hold on. Oh, what about when they put one foot back like they getting ready to bail and try to jump press too?
Quick jam.
Like you got help back there.
Hey, everybody want to be like Ty. They got their arms hanging. They wiggling their booty, Ocho. I say, man, get your ass out of here. I see that safety way back there. You all of a sudden you tough. Man, get the hell up out of here. Y'all ain't fooling nobody. I tell you what, tell them you want to cover me, man. And I guarantee you find your name. I bet you on Monday morning, your name will be on the waiver wire.
You know what? I always wondered when it comes to, let's say, just for instance, hypothetically speaking, like when it comes to like a Sauce Gardner or Patrick Surtain Jr., I wonder, are they allowed to go to their coach and say, I want to travel. I know we have a certain scheme that we run. I know there's certain things that we do defensively, but do me the favor, allow me to travel with whoever it is because I want to match up against him all day.
A lot of
DBs had the freedom.
Probably, Ocho, but the thing is that you give the offense keys because they know when you go and you play in a certain coverage with that guy. So now that's why a lot of teams don't like to travel because I don't want you getting keys on what I'm doing based on what he's doing. So I want to disguise it as much as I possibly can. So you think it's zone. Right. Nah, bro, we in man. I just gonna roll some help late over the top.
See, that's how if you really like that, I'm just saying me. If I was a DB, if you really like that, hey coach, who we got this week? Man, listen, I got him all game. You run whatever coverage you want to the other side of the field. This side, I got this. Don't even worry about it. I got you.
That's the problem that you run into, like when you play a team like the 49ers or you play the Eagles. Because while you got somebody dealing with A.J. Brown and A.J. go make his play, Devontae Smith go eat that number 2 up.
Killing you.
Brandon Ayuk go eat your number 2 up. So that's the problem that you run into. Okay, y'all got, now TJ go eat. Oh, y'all go do what y'all do to Ocho? Okay, TJ go eat. As soon as y'all start rolling the coverage over there to help TJ out, I'll be back. Oh, you forgot? I'll be right back. Hey, oh, y'all forgot, huh?
Yeah.
But the Chiefs headed to the bye week 5-0 after a 26-13 victory over the New Orleans Saints. They're undefeated in their quest to be the first team in NFL history to win 3 straight Super Bowls.